to show you a very unusual way to use garlic. So first of all, we're going to make a confit garlic bread. So a confit garlic bread. So first thing we'll have to do is to confit the garlic. So we're going to put the garlic in a small saucepan like that, oven proof. Just put our olive oil over, just about covering them, and then just cover with the lid, and you're going to put them in the oven for about an hour and a half until the flesh of the garlic is gone all nice and soft and very, very sweet. So the confit garlic, the good thing about the confit garlic is just going to lose the strength and the harshness of the raw garlic, but you're going to really taste the sweetness of it. So second stage of the bread, we're going to make our bread dough. Okay, so the bread dough, we're going to make two proof. We're going to do a proof with just the regular dough. After, we're going to add our garlic into it, and we're going to roll little bread rolls of it. So we have 500 grams of strong flour. Strong flour is very important. The level of gluten is going to help the proof of the bread. 300 mils of warm water. So warm water, when I say warm water, usually I would use half a cold and half of boiling water. So we're going to dissolve our yeast, fresh yeast or dry yeast and yeast will do as well. So we're just going to put about I would say a tablespoon of salt in the flour. Don't put it in the water, otherwise that will kill the yeast, okay? So we're going to add the yeasty water. So now the yeast, you can see already, look all that. All the yeast start to bubble already with the warmth. You're just waking up and start to work already. The just smell of beer is lovely. So you're going to mix it quickly with a spoon when it's still a bit too sticky, and after we're going to work it. So there, if you're lucky and you have a bread machine, it'll take about 7 or 8 minutes to work. Otherwise, it'll take a good 15 minutes by hand until you work all that gluten through the dough. So you need the bread in the mixing bowl to start when all the flour got absorbed by the liquid. And when you feel it's dry enough, you're going to work it on the table, be a bit more efficient. Okay? So most of the flour is gone inside the dough now. There. So you've seen at the moment, when you put my finger in it, it doesn't bounce back yet. Okay? So that you need to work the gluten inside the dough. So you work it about 10-15 minutes. And then at one stage, you'll see the dough coming back a bit, way more, okay? So we're going to put that inside a mixing bowl. Make a nice bowl inside the mixing bowl. Cover it with cling film. So we're going to cover it with cling film. And for instant yeast, it'll take about, in one place, it'll take about 20 minutes. For fresh yeast, it'll take about 45 minutes or so. So we put that on the side. So now, after about 45 minutes to an hour, you've seen the dough but double size already. Okay? So we're going to take the cling film off. So with that garlic, after an hour and a half, in the oven at very low temperature, about 110, 120 degrees Celsius. It's gone all nice and soft. So we're going to take about 1 to 2 heads of garlic, depends how strong you want it. You see, look, all the pulp is going to pull out like that. It's going to make a confit garlic paste as such inside the bread. But don't break it down too much so that you'll have a nice piece of garlic into it. And then we're going to work a bit more flour to avoid the dough to stick too much. And we're going to work back down the dough, like so. We're going to make our little bread rolls. A bit more flour again. So, The important is to make a nice roll, and you see all those pieces of garlic, they're going to caramelize on top, they'll be lovely. So we're going to make 2 of them for the time being. Roll them nicely. Right, so we're going to put them on top of the, onto a little baking tray with parchment paper. Cover them with cling film again, like that they won't dry off on top. It's very important to cover them at that stage because otherwise there'll be a back crust coming on top and they won't rise correctly. That crust is going to stop them rising. And then again into one place for about 45 minutes again until the double size, nice and fluffy. So a little chef's trick at that stage, just run your knife over like that. Make a little cross, and we're going to bake them for about 18 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. So 18 minutes later, what are we going to end up with? Nice little garlic breads, but you won't get that harshness of raw garlic because the garlic has been slowly cooked in the oil. And be sure you keep this oil there to make dressings or to marinate chickens inside. There'll be a lovely, lovely taste inside. So you see a nice crusty bread, nice little bubbles of yeast inside. And you get the smell of the confit garlic, it's nice and sweet.